Hi everybody, my name is Andrea of Makadrez.com. Today I am sitting here with the artist Pierre Jean Baptiste.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Fine.
I want to say thank you for allowing me to have me on my platform. I know you have a crazy busy schedule because you are doing amazing big things right now. So let us know exactly who you are and what you've been up to for those of you who don't know who Pierre is.
Hello, my name is Pierre. I'm a visual artist that goes by the name of P Studios _ It's kind of weird. I just like the underscore because there's like so much brands that have the name studio. I try like putting the underscore after studios to make it more cool. So I did that. But I've been a visual artist practically all my life, but I've been taking it serious for about 2 years now. Mm-hmm. I started painting after my mother passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay, it happens. It's life. But painting was the best medium for me to cope with all the pain I was going through.
Okay.
Stuff that I didn't want to really talk about. Just thought drawing was just better. So anything I felt, I would just put it pencil to paper for a long time, and then a couple of my friends just got in my ear like, "Yo, you need to put these on canvases. Like, stop playing, Pierre." And
those are good friends.
Yeah,
they are good work.
They said, "Stop playing. You need to hurry up and put these on canvases." So I was like, "You know what? I'll put it on canvas." And I put it. I remember my first painting. It was on a piece of concrete. No, piece of bedrock. Sheetrock. That's what they say. Piece of sheetrock.
Really?
And someone bought it for me. They're like, "I want that right away." And they bought it for me right away. I was like, "Yeah, maybe I could continue doing this because."
How long ago was this?
That was about my first time. Not my first time, but like my first year in paint to putting stuff to canvas. It was like, it's just, everyone just started contacting me wanting work. So I just started taking it more serious then. And now to this point, I have truly evolved from when I first started sketching to this very day, this present. Like, it's totally different, Pierre.
So let's just get exact time frame now.
Okay.
Because you keep saying first time, so how many years would you say that is?
Like my first time like drawing ever?
Or drawing, sketch, you said you have evolved from the time you started sketching up until now. So
okay, so this is 2018, right?
Right.
Mom passed in, I'm off at the times. It's about 3 years now. Actually.
Oh, really?
Off the times. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So you've been painting only for 3 years?
Yeah, putting ideas to canvas, yes.
Your work looks really good.
Thank you, I appreciate
that.
Like,
if you ever seen Pierre's work, it's top level. It's amazing. It's just eye catching. That's something like what you do right now. You could put it on anything, and it'll catch your eye. Like, oh, what is that? Who made that? It's one of those type of things. So basically, what really got you, other than the passing of your mom, were you always a creative? Would you always say you consider yourself a creative?
Yeah, heavy. Like, since in elementary school days, I used to just love bright colors. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like seeing bright colors was like more of like the start of me becoming creative. I was an artist in elementary school. However, in elementary school, no one took my art serious.
Really?
Yeah, they had other kids in my class. I forgot. This was this one kid name. I forgot his name, but he was like the coolest kid in elementary school, and all his art, all the teachers loved it.
Okay.
And they would always like submit his artwork into like the hallways and stuff. His art was actually our yearbook art and our senior T-shirt art.
Really?
Yeah. But
which kid was that? I'm sorry, for those of you who don't know, I actually go back with Pierre from elementary school.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. Forgot his name. I don't want to be typical and say a name that's very popular. I'm gonna say Jay Sean is his name.
Okay, you don't have to say names.
I don't know.
It's like, we don't know, but we know you are very talented. Yeah. You can say that.
So since elementary school, I was into art, and then like I'll say like junior high school, I was getting more into art too. I didn't know no artist. I didn't know any artist's name really. Mm. But I used to sketch all the time. Yeah, I loved it all the time. I started getting more into art when I hit high school. So I learned about artists like Jean-Michel Basquiat, Keith
Mm.
Haring. By the way, Keith Haring is one of my main inspirations. He's my favorite artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite artist, and since like I said, since elementary school days, like when I was born in this hospital not too far from here, Woodhall.
Uh-huh.
And if you ever walked into Woodhall, there's nothing but Keith Haring murals that he himself painted inside the hospital.
Okay.
So I used to love his art a lot. So I used to like imitate it a lot at elementary school and junior high school. But then in high school I started evolving, started to learn more about artists like Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Mm-hmm.
I learned more about Keith Haring, the Kooning, Andy Warhol.
Beautiful.
There's many inspirations. There's another one that I love. I'm forgetting his name right. Damien Hirst, one of my other favorite artists as well. So I just started to look more into like different types of art styles and see how prominent and I started to see how prominent the art world is. I was like, maybe I should dabble into this more, but then I started taking it more serious when my mother passed.
So how would you describe your style of art?
That's a good question.
Because it's very distinct, especially with I don't want to say the birds type of design that you do.
Okay, so
like I don't want to define it incorrectly. This is why I'm kind of like very picky with my words right now. So This is why I'm asking, how would you define your type of art?
Because I'm still trying to figure out how to describe my art too, to be honest. But some days I say it's abstract.
Yes, I can see the abstract.
Some days I say it's abstract, but some days I say it's kind of pop as well, like pop art. But I feel like it's a mixture of pop, abstract, expressionism. Because like
expressionism.
So like my series that I'm doing right now, the ones that you've seen at the event.
Yes.
So I call those characters, I call them vagabonds. You know what a vagabond is?
Yes, I know.
So for those who don't know what a vagabond is a thug, a delinquent, an outcast, right? And it's used specifically a lot in my culture. And that word is used frequently a lot in the Haitian culture. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to change the word and give it a positive meaning in regards to people that look like me, like my friends, and especially what's going on in media in America today. They always portray people that look like me as the thug, the delinquent, and that's not so much the case because all of us is not that way.
I agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
So this is why like I wanted to make my characters have complex faces. That's why so their eyes, like their faces are like different shapes.
Right.
So and very colorful. So I wanted to show that we're complex people, but we're bright people as well. So we're not the dark depiction that America portrays us as. So that's why I call my art abstract, expressionism, pop at the same time because the colors. It's like a mix of everything.
Right. I definitely do see it. I definitely do. Now that you use that as the definition, it makes more sense when you look at it now.
Yeah.
Because the colors alone just attracts you to it. It's kind of like,
I feel like colors. People love colors. That's why I like to paint colors a lot. Like, especially in this neighborhood, when you're walking down and you see like art with like these bright color mural art, you just stop and just look at it for a minute before you go about your day. But it's just, I think something about colors just stop people or whatever they do just to give it a glance and then continue their day. You know what I'm saying? So
far, this 3 years, clearly anybody who went to any of your events could see you are growing very fast within the art community.
Thank you.
How are you making these connections? Because when I first met you, and the first time I saw Pierre's art, he had an exhibit at the Hilton Inn. It was the Hilton, right?
Renaissance.
The Renaissance Hotel?
The Renaissance Hotel.
Really?
The Renaissance. The reason, it's the Renaissance. The Renaissance Hotel.
I could have sworn it was the Hilton.
No, it's the Marriott. The Marriott Renaissance. They're both the same company.
Oh, say it clearly. He had an exhibit clearly at that hotel, and when you walked in, it was just like Okay, because I thought I was going to a panel, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to a panel discussion, but then when I walked in, it was in a lobby with people just having happy on the exhibit center fit, and everybody was just vibing and just enjoying the art and just having a good time. So, how are you making these connections?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Because of 2018, social media has been king.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot of my connections I'm making through are online connections, but the best connections I've ever made are in person, face to face connection. But you get the art out there faster when you post stuff on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. A lot of people are viewing it at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Simultaneously, everybody's viewing it at the same time. So a lot of the people I'm meeting now in the art world is due to Instagram and Twitter.
Really? So, which one is your strong suit, Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram, because Instagram is more of a visual.
Right.
It's more visual, more picture based. So people look like the pictures. People hit me up, hey, how you doing? I'm interested in getting in this piece. How much does it cost? So I get a lot of business through Instagram, but I meet a lot of cool people through Instagram as well. And a lot of inspiration through Instagram as well, looking at other amazing artists just like me who post their platform is Instagram. A lot of, especially in this day and age, art is like for Instagram. There's like so much art pages specifically for art.
So, what has been your biggest challenge so far?
My biggest challenge, okay, this is a funny one. My biggest challenge is actually getting people to understand the process of what an artist has to do to put his ideas onto canvas and to respect price point for art. A lot of people think art is just whatever. It's like not a necessity, or it's like just going to the store and buying toilet tissue. Like it should be, they think it's not as important, and they only respect artists who've made it already. So they say they could charge whatever they want because they're popular. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of whack having to explain to people like this is what I do. So either you have to respect the price point of this or just don't buy it.
Right, of course.
I've had somebody like this one painting I made. It was the size of it was 62 by 34. It was like this tall, right?
Ooh, right. That's huge.
Yeah. Someone offered me $75 for it. I was like, like wow, really?
That's crazy.
I said it's okay. You don't have to have this art. It'll stay in my studio until someone's ready to purchase it. I love it enough and get to hang in my own house,
That
So
is interesting.
it's this. And another challenge for me is like touching more people. So trying to expand more to get more nationally recognized, or even internationally recognized. You understand what I'm saying? So that's more of the challenges, but I do feel like these are challenges that I'm looking to overcome. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it's something that I know that I will overcome soon,
Right, of course. So, talking about people respecting your art.
Yes.
Because I know you come from a Haitian household.
Yes.
And stuff like that, I'm Haitian too.
Yes.
It's kind of like you're crazy.
If you want to be an artist.
If you want to be an artist. So how does your family take that when you told them, hey, this is what I want to do for a living? Because is this what you solely do? Are you an artist full time?
No, I'm not an artist full time. Well, I am an artist full time. Technically, I am an artist full time, but I do have my side hustle.
Okay.
I do have a 9 to 5 during the day.
Okay. Fair enough.
I did go to school. I do have a 9 to 5, but just because when it hits 5 o'clock when I'm home,
you create.
Yeah, I create. So it's like it's always good to have a second revenue to back up everything, to back up your dreams.
Do you want this to be your full-time gig eventually?
Definitely. I could paint all day if I had to. Definitely. But when it comes to I remember telling my mother in elementary school I wanted to be an artist at one point. My mom told me, no. You could be a doctor or lawyer. It's a typical.
Right.
I'm not even going to say it's only Haitian, because I feel like it's a lot of people in the African American community that wants their kids to be in these type of career fields.
Of course, yes.
Because of course these are career fields that you're gonna get a definite great salary.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed this like in college when I decided like I want to be an artist as well. In college, I was like, you know, that it's about income, but at the end of the day, if you solely base your life on just money, you'll be miserable.
Mm.
At the end of the day, you have to get money. That's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Right.
So it's never in my mind like, I don't care about money. Of course I care about money. It's like you just gotta be smart about what you do to fund your dreams. You know, it's like some people could do it. Like me, I wouldn't just be a full-time artist if I don't. And let's just say I don't sell paintings for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a regular job to back up my dreams. That's like stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be smart about it. And when I told my mom's not here anymore, but when I told my dad like officially I want to be an artist, he was like, you know, just follow your dreams. At the because he seen that I was happy. He seen all these people that like the attention I'm starting to get. He's like, yo, as long as you're happy and if you're getting some kind of money, you're fine. You're happy. You look as long as you look as I'm happy, like genuinely happy, then everything will be fine. So they were standoffish about it, but it all worked out at the end.
Have you reached any milestones that you wanted to reach yet so far in this journey of yours?
I reached one milestone, so I got one of my art pieces Diddy owns. Was
Diddy owns one of your art pieces?
Yes, he
Beautiful.
did. Yeah, that was one of my milestones. I got one of like Diddy was like one of my inspirations growing up as well, especially in elementary school when Bad Boys was the epitome of rap at the time. You know what I'm saying? So imagine like seeing one of your icons owning something of yours. That's like kind of cool. Like wow.
So what was the story behind that connection? Because that's interesting.
It was a friend of one of my frat bros. Mm-hmm. He works for Diddy, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna meet him. Can create something and give it to him." Mm-hmm. Well, I was in my back of my mind like, "Diddy? Of course, why not?"
Right.
And the reaction that he got from it, was really genuine. He like genuinely loved the piece. So like, wow. I was kind of scared at first, saying like, I don't hope. Let's say like giving him his art piece, like, oh, it's okay. But he actually liked it. So I was like, you know, that's a milestone. Something that it was like the first day of this year too.
Oh wow,
mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
First day of the year, that's how I started my year off. So that's like one of my milestones. There's more milestones I'm trying to reach. Like I would love to have a gallery show one day, but not like a one-day gallery show. A gallery show that's like I have residency in the gallery for like a month or two. Just of my art pieces just sitting in the wall. That's one of my goals.
Is there a specific gallery you want to work with, or
It's
you're just open to?
It's so much. But one of my favorite galleries I would love to work in is Gallery Periton. They got galleries all over the world. They got one in New York in LES. They got one in Tokyo.
Oh wow.
Paris.
Beautiful.
Seoul, Korea.
You are schooling me on a lot right now. Because cool. I'm not deep into the art community like that, and I know of it, but I didn't even know about that gallery. Pellington? That's
Parrington, yeah.
Parrington.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pellington is. Parrington.
No, it's a really cool gallery. They have like some of the best artists in that. Parrington has like showcased some of the best artists' works right now. Like right now, I just went to a show there last week. It was Takashi Murakami pieces that was there. And he's like one of my favorite artists as well. He's like in my top 10 favorite artists.
Beautiful. So you're very well into the community, basically.
Yeah, I love art. Like, I feel like without art, like the world would be kind of boring.
So since you're so deep into art, I'm just curious, what is your day job?
Right now, I have a 9-to-5 for a translation agency.
That is interesting.
Yep.
I would have thought you wasn't something creative, like you did something creative for your day job. Because the way you keep talking about art, that's why.
In due time.
In due time?
Yeah. When I feel like one of my main goals is like when as long as I push my name out, if I get my name out more into the world, of course I will leave that 9 to 5. But I would do something more in the creative field, like helping. I would love to help youth do
Okay.
things with youth, like in the schools or anything. One of my other main goals is to own my own gallery as well, so I can help other young artists as well, like me, to push to get their stuff into the world. Because even though the art world is very tricky, it's like it's a big community, but it's small at the same time. They don't let everybody in to blow up.
Really?
Yeah,
That is interesting. Kind of like they're selective.
yeah. Especially in the gallery system, they're selective in the gallery system. Usually, it's like some certain top artists who always get the recognition, always have access, so easy to get into these big galleries, you know. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't, because they're great, but there's other people who are local artists who's just as great as them. They just don't have the fame and the popular name as certain artists do.
Have you collabed with any different artists when you was growing the P Studios brand? While growing P Studios brand so far?
Actually, well, they're not artists. Well, they are artists. I collab with my boys at this brand called Tear NYC.
I heard it here.
Yeah. They just had an entrepreneur fest last week in Williamsburg. It's like one of the collabs I did.
Oh, on the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
you do have the jacket too. Yeah, definitely show your shirt. Definitely.
Basically. You see the art? Yeah.
Nice.
Let's created.
You gotta show. You gotta show. You gotta show this.
I don't know if they can see. Can you see?
Yes. Check this out. Dope. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're my friends, close friends as well. They have this brand that's pretty young as well, and they're doing pretty good for themselves as well. That was like my first collaboration with like other artists as well.
Is that how you make the jackets and everything like that? 'Cause that leather jacket is amazing.
Thank you. The leather jackets, I've just been doing that on my own. It was just, like I said, I get a lot of inspiration from Instagram as well. And then with this one artist by the name of, I think his name is Lano.
Lano?
Yeah.
Okay.
This Baltimore artist, his art was pretty cool, and I like the way he introduced me to the idea of putting like art shouldn't only be on canvases. So like he was doing Tim's. I went to one of his exhibitions in LES. He was doing Tim's. He was doing furniture. I was like, yo, this is cool. I said, let me put my stuff on leather jackets. And I've been getting a great response to that as well.
Yeah, that leather jacket look good.
Yeah, I have a couple projects of leather jackets. People just hitting me up, yo, I need a leather jacket done. So that's growing as well.
So do you see yourself getting into putting, even though you said art could be on anything, I could, from these designs that you have putting out, these t-shirts, these hats, I could see a clothing brand coming down the line.
Eventually,
do you see yourself going that route eventually?
I would love to go that route eventually. Yeah, I would love to go that route eventually because I'm a street fashion junkie as well. I'm a street fashion junkie as well. I love all the cool things that the cool kids are wearing.
Right.
I love all that stuff.
Right.
So eventually, I would love to go down that route. That's definitely one of the goals as well.
So, I'm just curious. What is success to you?
Success?
Yes. If you were to define success to you, what would that be?
Success is being a part of a loving family, having friends who respect you and love you as well. I mean, having some money in the bank as well too, but not over like that. That shouldn't be the definition of succeeding in life. That you're rich. Because everybody would love to be rich, but it's good to be rich in love as well, and with friends as well. So that's my definition of success. Just being around dope individuals who actually love you, care for you, and having some money in the bank.
To go with that.
To go with it, yeah. That's more. It's not only about money. It's better when you are successful with people who love you, who care about you, and you have genuine friendships. Because at the end of the day, even if you have money in the bank, it doesn't mean nothing if you're successful with all that money and you're not even happy. So being successful more about your happiness, your internal happiness.
Right.
Because look at the guy who passed away the other day, Anthony Bourdain.
I know.
Shocking, or
What?
even Kate Spade.
Yes.
These are people who are famous and rich, and basically, these people who
But you know what it is? Depression is real, and you never know who's going through something.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's never about the money, really, and about the fame. It's more about if I'm happy, if the people that I'm with are happy as well, and they actually love me for who I am, and not for what I do.
Of course.
Then that's success.
I agree. Genuine friendships around could take you out of any rut that you may be in.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
Yes, that would be going detail, different discussions.
Yes,
but yes. So, what would you tell anybody that you wish somebody told you when you were first beginning?
When I was first beginning, I wish someone told me, please ignore what. Let me try to make this to make sense. Please ignore what your OGs tell you. When I say OGs, like your parents. I'm not trying to ignore everything, because your parents all give you tons of life lessons. Because of my parents, I'm the person who I am today. But when it comes to your career goals or anything you want to do in life, ignore everybody and listen to yourself 100%. Because at this time I feel I wish I started painting when I was in high school, for real. Like, putting stuff on canvases way before. I wish I started way before. But you said you did. You started. You were sketching. Yeah, but I mean, actually, showing it to the world. Basically, not being afraid, not just keeping it inside the books and leaving it there, and just keeping all that creative talent hid behind a closet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Of course. That's what I would tell. For anybody too, who's a creative in anything, when it comes to if it comes to music, film, visual art, just do it. You know what I'm saying? You feel better with the product being out in the world. And if people don't like it, screw them. As long as you did it, because there's a lot of people just gonna talk about, oh, that's whack. But those are the type of people who don't do nothing usually. They're just critics. Oh, I like that. Critics. Yeah, they are. They're just critics. At the end of the day, it takes a whole lot of guts to show your talent to the world. It does. It takes a whole bunch of guts. So at the end of the day, ignore the critics, ignore the naysayers, just do you. I can't even say nothing to that because I agree with everything you just said. Just do you. Everything. So earlier when we were having that conversation, when you first met, we had a conversation about sometimes you just have to say no to going out when you have to save to just build your brand to what you really want it to be. Yeah. How have that affected in your relationships, knowing that some of your friends that you may have had before, that you're not going to the same events, you're not doing the same thing that you used to do, because your art, even though you do have a day job, you are artist in your heart, basically. Yeah. And the goal is to grow this brand into something. Mm-hmm. And not just be stagnant at the same place that you are at doing the same thing that you're doing. So how have that changed as far as switching over to being more serious of an artist, focusing more on your craft? How have that affected any of your relationships around? Well, some of my friends call me grandpa. Grandpa? You old man. I'm selective now. Okay. I don't go to everything, because I'm approaching 30 soon in 2 years. Well, in a year now, 'cause I'm going to be 29 this year. I'll say that. I'm approaching 30 now. It's everything's not the same anymore. There's so much brunch parties you could go to. They're all the same eventually, you know? It's true. See the same people all the time. Yeah, my life is more than just partying and going out and going to these cool brunches. It hit me, I forgot what party this was. I went to some cool event. I'm yo, I'd rather be the person throwing this cool event. And the event was it was an art event. Mm-hmm. And I was yo, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I'd rather start going to these type of things where I meet interesting people that we can network, that could eventually help me, I could eventually help them, maybe just build together and just create dope stuff. You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
So it's like I'm kind of over the partying all the time. I'm not saying it's whack to party. Of course, it's life. You have to party, have some fun sometimes.
Of course.
But it's like it's more than just that. Like when you have to sit down, at some point in life you have to sit down and take your craft serious. I forgot what song it was. It was a Drake song. He had said a line. Now I'm not gonna say word for word. I don't remember, but the line would basically say something like, "His friends are out in the club partying to music that he's making right now, while people are partying right now. He's in the studio making music." Either like someone like Drake was a millionaire, multi-millionaire,
right?
And he's not even partying the way like that. He's still creating in the studio while people's partying. He could do that whenever because he's a multi-millionaire,
right? Of course.
So like, if he had that mindset, he's a millionaire. How come people who are not multi-millionaires who want to get to that level do the same thing? You get what I'm trying to say?
I do. It's like Rihanna says, "Ain't none of your promise, none of your promise." You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I
Just
know.
like that. Like that is like my anthem right there. When I'm like in my mode, that Rihanna song, put it on.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what,
just
Rihanna?
focus.
You right. You right, Rihanna.
It's a fact. Sometimes you just gotta to lock in and focus and practice your craft because you only get better the more you do it.
It's true.
The more you do it, you only get better.
Definitely do. So if anybody wants to connect with you, where can they go to connect with you, find your art piece, look at your stuff, buy your merchandise? Where can they go?
Well, you go hit me up on my Instagram. It's pstudios_. Also, like, hit me up on my DMs. I reply back. If I don't reply back right away, it's probably because my phone's on Do Not Disturb. But I always reply back, especially if you're interested in a piece of art. I always work out with people to see what they want, to see if they're serious or not. But I'm easy to access right now.
Okay. Well, everybody, my name is Andrea from Makadrez.com. We just sat with Pierre, the founder of P Studios. Definitely check out his work. You saw what he told you to find his work at. And definitely look out every Tuesday for more dope interviews of dope individuals like Pierre.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Makadrez. Thank you for allowing me to share your story.
Well, thank you. This is a pretty great setup here, by the way, too. Thank you.
Try it.
Continue pushing.
Try to get on your level. I'm trying to have exhibits at Renaissance hotels out here.
Let's do this, man. We can. We all gonna get to that level one day, as long as you continue to work hard.
Next Tuesday, look out for new episodes, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.